Every now and then, I meet a bride and a groom that seem to have it all together. They've organized their lives and their wedding so well, they make it look easy. Melanie and Chad are one of those couples. Their picture-perfect wedding at the links at Gettysburg had it all, even fireworks. Coming right up on Dream Weddings. I'm Martine Cajas, the host of Dream Weddings, and I also run the House of Clarendon, a source for European-style wedding cakes. I love weddings. I especially love how every wedding is unique and tells a story of the couple's relationship. It's wonderful to be part of it all. Hello, Melanie and Chad.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
We have 3 days for your wedding.
Yes, it's coming fast.
Very fast. And you don't seem nervous at all.
I'm just very excited.
Very excited. Do you have a lot of stuff done already or not?
Yeah, we've been planning for almost 2 years, so we've had a chance to get a lot done, and we have a couple last-minute things that we have to finish up.
Well, I always love asking this question because everybody has a different story. Okay, so you have to tell me your love story and how you guys met.
Well, we were introduced by our moms. They work together in the medical field, and my mom had said, there's this guy that's working next door doing construction that I'd love for you to meet, and came over and met Chad, and then it was a couple weeks that went by, and then we met again at a function for our moms, and kind of from there.
Hung out every day. We've been together for 3.5 years. Tomorrow.
Normally, friends play matchmaker or Cupid, never mothers, because they're very protective about their son or their daughter.
We knew that they were really supportive of both of us being together, so it made it really nice from the beginning.
Now the next question is, how did you propose?
Well, we go to the beach every year for with her family. I asked her father, actually, we went golfing down there, and I asked him if I could have Melanie's hand in marriage, and he actually told me that he would have to talk to Marcia, which is his wife, Melanie's mother. So the next evening, Melanie and I went on the beach for a walk, and I was getting really nervous at the time. And I made a ring, and I asked her if she would be okay to accept this until I was able to afford to buy the ring. So I pulled it out of my pocket, and she just looked at me and was a little puzzled because it was a ring that we designed. I asked her if she would marry me, and she said yes.
Was it a surprise for you?
Yes, it was a very big surprise.
This is a couple that likes surprises, and we have plenty on the way when we return to Dream Weddings. We visited Mount's Jewelers in Carlisle, where Melanie had more surprises waiting. So we're here with Sherry at Mount. Teach me about the rings that she has, because I hear it's customized.
We have a great customization process where you can basically build your own ring, create a wax model of it. It's probably blue or red. What color? It was blue? Yeah. Sometimes they come in red and green, and they can make some changes, make some adjustments, and then they will cast it into what other metal you like. White gold, platinum, and you can have your dream ring.
Wow, that is so cool.
So it looks like the 2 rings here.
Wait a minute, 2 rings?
Yes, one for either side. Anything goes these days with brides. You make your own rules.
That's right.
Chad pays the price.
You guys picked a great classic design too. It'll be timeless forever, especially with a round in the center.
Sherry, tell me about the different rings out there now. There's princess cuts, there's marquee.
You're actually talking about the shapes. They all different shapes. The princess cut would be a square. A marquee would be sort of the shape of a canoe. You do a pear shape, which is like a teardrop. I think round by far is the most classic. It turns the most light back to your eye, and it'll be the most brilliant for the longest time period, 40, 50 years later when you're still wearing this ring. It's gonna be beautiful.
It was between the princess cut and the round, and we decided that this, like she said, seemed like it would be more timeless and more classic, so we went with the round.
It's breathtaking. And what is your ring gonna look like? Do you know yet?
Actually I do. It's more just black with a little bit of gray strip down the middle. The whole way around. I'm not too sure of what it's.
I was gonna say, it sounds like tungsten maybe? Is it tungsten?
And
Carbonite.
Carbonite
Yes.
or something like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so.
yes. It's one of the great alternative metals that they're making rings out of these days, just because with the price of gold and platinum. So they're making cobalt, tungsten, titanium, all these really great alternative metals. Guys really have a great choice.
And especially with the profession I'm in, it's a lot stronger.
I'm excited to be here because on behalf of Dream Weddings, we would like you to wear up to $50,000 worth of our jewelry.
Wow.
To make your special day. So now it's sort of like, you know, Cinderella. You get to pick out whatever you would like to wear.
I'm so excited.
So every day you get to visit a jewelry store. So there's a couple of pendants in this next case and we can work our way down. So
Okay. What do you recommend?
are you wearing your hair up or down?
I'm wearing it half up.
With the entire jewelry store at her disposal, Melanie knew that she wanted some simple dangly earrings and matching necklace. Sherry recommended an amazing 10-carat tennis bracelet to take it over the top.
Now remember, they're letting you borrow.
Yeah, you have to return
I
it.
know.
Sorry,
Unless
I
Chad
have to
wants to
return.
buy them for
There you
me.
go, Chad.
Wow, wasn't that a great surprise for Melanie? But we're not done yet. Coming right up after the break. Melanie owns Cumberland Gymnastics, so we visited her at her gym. How long have you been doing gymnastics?
I started gymnastics when I was 4, and I became a competitive gymnast when I was 7, and went to Westchester, competed there, and then I graduated there and bought the business.
How many people do you have in here? How many kids?
We see about 300 to 400 kids a week. That includes our competitive team girls as well as our recreational program.
Do you do any of this?
No, I do not.
Not yet.
No.
He does help a little bit here and there,
I
and
enjoy helping. Like when,
does conditioning with the kids.
when I first met her, I didn't really think that I would like gymnastics just because it's, I don't know, you don't think about that. And
Exactly.
all of a sudden, you know, met her and like I enjoy going to the meets and being around the girls.
So tell me, what do the girls think about your wedding?
They're really excited. We have about 10 families from the gym that are coming to the wedding. The girls and their moms threw us a surprise bridal shower, so that was a lot of fun, and they made us a book. They made us a book that has it's suggestions for a long and happy marriage.
So this is from your students.
Yes. For example, be nice to your hubby wubby. Chad is never right.
This has to be the coolest idea ever. I got to meet Lexi, Melanie's student and her junior bridesmaid. Can you teach me something in the trampoline? Really? You have to go easy because I've never done it before. Lexi made it look so easy, and then it was my turn. So what do I do, just hold into this?
Yeah, go down a little bit lower.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, thank you. I was feeling a little bit dizzy after that, but I had a great time. But let's get back to the wedding. What makes this wedding different from other weddings?
I think because we're kind of going above and beyond, and we have a lot of guests, and we're also planning a surprise for our guests, and we're been taking dance lessons, and we're gonna do our first dance, and it's a choreographed dance.
What kind of dance, can you tell me?
It's kind of a combination dance. We're starting off with a little slow dance, and then we're gonna kind of break into some hip hop.
It was really one of those things I didn't really want to do it, but actually it's not too bad. And
We've really had
Working
fun
out.
kind of taking lessons, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
You're getting married at the Links. There's so many venues in the area in Central PA. Why did you choose that particular one?
Well, I had gone online and looked at a few places. That in particular was the first place we actually went and visited. Right away, I kind of fell in love with Amanda and the fact that she was going to organize and kind of be there the day of. And it's a good 40 minutes from our town, and we decided that the drive wasn't important. It was the fact that we really enjoyed the Links and the view, and the venue is really pretty, and we're just really excited that the Links is where we chose to get married.
Suzanne, tell me about the Links.
What do you want to know?
Oh, I want to know everything. You know, I saw some houses right up front when I was driving in.
The houses that you saw as you came in, they're in a French country style.
This is just breathtaking. Look at the scenery in here. Is there going to be any homes in this area?
No, absolutely not. This view that we see right here, you know, a beautiful spring view, this will never change except for seasonally.
It looks really pretty. I mean, it's like extra decoration with no extra money because God gave us this.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's beautiful in the daytime, it's beautiful in the evening, especially when we have fireworks.
Oh, this is perfect for fireworks.
Yeah, we're one of the only facilities in the area that can do fireworks.
I know, I'm excited about that. I can't wait to see Melanie and Chad's wedding.
It'll be beautiful.
Today we're outside here talking about the outdoor ceremony setup that we're going to be doing with Melanie and Chad. The main aisleway is going to be coming out these doors here, down the stairs, and straight out this way to the trellis. We will have white wedding chairs on either side of the main aisleway. We're going to be set for max capacity of about 250 guests.
They'll be able to come out here during cocktail hour, right, and enjoy the scenery as well.
After the ceremony, the bride and groom and guests will be invited indoors. We'll try to transition the outside here, so then it'll be very cocktail-y feel outside for you guys. So the guests at that point then are more than welcome to travel both indoors and outdoors. At that time, Melanie and Chad and their bridal party and their family and immediate friends will be doing family photos here by the trellis. And then once they're finished with family photos here by the trellis, they'll be traveling by golf cart down to do pictures at the footbridge. They'll also be making a stop here at the waterfall, which just falls off of this small pond on the side here.
So they don't have to go anywhere else. They can do everything right here.
Everything happens right here at the links.
So your cocktail hour, what colors are we using in there?
For outdoors here, will be primarily fuchsia, dressed with a little bit of orange roses, a little bit of fuchsia colored flowers. We have some fuchsia lanterns, orange colored lanterns. The satellite bar obviously will be in black.
It's going to be very elegant inside, obviously.
Yeah, we want it to be during cocktail hour fun and casual, a little bit more casual, and then when they come into dinner, a little bit more elegant to kind of make two different feels.
Just because it is a more sit-down meal than a buffet.
And you're organizing everything?
Yep, we do everything.
That's one of the reasons why when we first came to look at the links and met Amanda, it was great to be able to have somebody that would help with all the coordinating and make sure that everything got done the day of the wedding.
I worked with you before, and you go out and beyond.
We do.
You call everybody.
We do.
You actually even walk down the aisle with the bride and groom, make sure their dress is fine. So she pays a lot of attention to detail.
From that first time, that I was here touring with the two of them, all the way through the entire planning process, I've been with them.
The nice feature here at the links is that they provide different linens.
Melanie and Chad had this great idea that they wanted to pull in all these different, wild colors like the fuchsias and the blacks and, the accents of orange through their flowers. So they have a linen sampling that they decided to do. And when they came in, we went through a series of, different style table settings.
I love how you changed this. This is black, and the black is on top, and the bottom is. And I'm glad that that the legs are not shown.
They wanted it to go real elegant. They wanted it to be real formal. It's a seated meal. They wanted to dress the chairs completely, so we went with the black chair cover with the accent of the fuchsia.
Melanie, you did something in there.
I had put this together.
You did?
Yeah.
You put it together?
Yeah, I put this together for our for outside for the program. It might be a hot day since it's the middle of June, so that they can use this as a fan. But it also has the list of our wedding party as well as our the day of events.
The black linens were the perfect backdrop for the flowers from Kramer's Florist. So Melanie, what kind of flowers are we going to be using for your wedding?
We are using pink Gerber daisies and orange roses. For my bouquet, we're just using all pink roses.
Wow, that's gonna really pop with your white dress. Well, the whole entire theme is black, fuchsia, and white, correct? And there's just hints of oranges, I believe.
Yes.
So, Angie, as a designer, you're doing some small flowers, large flowers? What are you doing?
We do a nice mix. Some half are large and half are small. The different textures gives it a nice even look, but we don't want to use too many flowers to keep it more contemporary.
We decided that we wanted simple, elegant, and fun all together.
And what about for the ceremony?
Ceremony, we have a nice big swag across an arch that they'll be standing under. And then we have floating Gerbers down the sides.
And it's so ironic because you're wearing orange and you're wearing pink. And I just realized that because this is in front of you, you guys are like the flowers.
We didn't plan that.
Ange, can you tell them about your arrangement that you're going to do for them?
We decided to give them a surprise because we were on Dream Weddings. We're doing half of the tables as a very tall centerpiece, pretty similar to this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
We're also surprising them with some pomeander balls out on the chairs to line the aisle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We are so excited.
Surprises.
One of the places that you don't want surprises at your wedding is with the food, so tasting is very important. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole entire coordinating, tasting. I love food, you know, so what are we gonna be expecting today?
Here at the Lynx, we do full portion size tastings. Everything's in full, presentation mode the day it is of the wedding. So they'll really get to see what it's gonna look like. They're gonna get to taste exactly what it is. Just make it exactly how they want it.
Customization once again. How are you, George?
Doing well, doing well. The items we have here today, this first item here, these are all past hors d'oeuvres. And as we're going through this today, feel free to give me any input you have. I'm pretty thick-skinned, I'm pretty confident what I do. You're not going to offend me in any way. Just let me know and we'll make the adjustments for you. Okay?
Good. Thank
you. Enjoy.
The food was yummy, and there was a lot of it.
It's very tasty.
One of the cool things about the Lynx is that they give the bridal party 2 free rounds of golf. I've never swung a golf club before, but golf carts are so much fun, I might take up the game. With all the preparations ready to go, it's time for Melanie and Chad's dream wedding. Coming right up. After more than 2 years of preparation, it was fun to watch Melanie and Chad enjoy getting ready for the wedding. Frank King Photography was right there to capture all the preparation. A couple of weeks earlier, we'd visited Frank's studio where Melanie and Chad had gotten their engagement photos done. I've never been in a studio that there's so much outside. I want to live here.
I can go out there and literally shoot 500 pictures without any trouble at all. A lot of times we shoot 200-300 engagement photos on one session. And you can shoot them probably within an hour's time.
We actually didn't know about the outdoor studio, and we couldn't believe that we wouldn't have to go to different places to take our engagement shots, so we were very excited about that.
We strived over the last 30 years to have one of the nicest outdoor studios in the area. We have 2 ponds, 3 waterfalls, we have bridges, gazebos, 2 large antique wagons. We even have a barn arrangement to do candids in, plus all the trees and rocks, so it makes a beautiful outdoor setting to be photographed in. We did do the engagement book that is very popular now with the bride and groom on the front.
We're using that as our guest book.
Very nice. Though there were threats of thunderstorms in the area, it turned out to be a beautiful evening. The guests enjoyed the view as the wedding party gathered. All the bridesmaids and flower girls looked lovely. And Melanie was a gorgeous bride. While the guests enjoyed cocktails, the bridal party took full advantage of the grounds for photos. Preparing a sit-down dinner for 233 guests is a major task. Chef George and his staff work really fast. Hidden from the guest view, the fireworks company got ready for the big surprise.
Creative Pyrotechnics is headquartered out of Orlando, Florida, and we have a branch out of Mount Airy, Maryland.
How many explosives are we expecting in here?
Tonight, as far as shells go, there is, say, about 300 shells, and then as far as the multi-shot devices, we'll probably add about another 200 to 300 shots, so about 600 shots altogether.
Melanie and Chad's dance was a big hit.
And at count of 3, we're gonna say
cheese, okay? Then it was time for the biggest surprise of the day. Mr. and Mrs. Sheriff, how are you feeling at this moment?
Great, this is amazing.
So excited.
What's the best part of the wedding?
Seeing each other for the first time.
Yeah, definitely.
And I can see you have a second gown. That was a surprise. Was it everything that you expected?
Yes.
Yes, and more. Way more. Getting excited to start our lives together.
Baby, come home to me, 'cause I've been wasting away. Baby, come home to me and stay. You've always had the boys that took your heart, put it on a pedestal and made a spark, but then they failed to get you and your trust went dark, and they were not there to pull the cart. When your load's heavy, so is your heart, so is your heart. Baby, come home to me, 'cause I've been wasting away. Baby, come home to me and stay. You gotta start somewhere. Whoa, whoa. Come home to me, 'cause I've been needing your face. Baby, come home to me and stay. And stay.
Wasn't that a fun wedding? We want to thank Melanie and Chad for sharing their special day with us. To learn more about the Central Pennsylvania professionals who made this possible, log on to dreamweddingspa.com. See you next time. Their picture perfect wedding at the Gettysburg Links. But golf carts are so much fun. I might take up the game. I might take up the game. I've never swung a golf club before, but one of the cool things about the links is that they give the bridal party 2 free rounds of golf. 2 free rounds of golf. One of the cool things about the links is that they give the bridal party 2 free rounds of golf. Rounds of golf.